Lee Sterling of ParamountSports.com, and today I'm going to break down the Ole Miss Rebels football season. We're going to find out what they have going on here this year. So last year, dream season, had a quarterback that I wouldn't say came out of nowhere, but turned out when he was on the field, they were something special. This year, they're going to turn to either Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is from USC, be wearing number 2, or the quarterback who played in the bowl game, the backup, Luke Altmaier. So he's number 7. In the spring game, Jackson Dart looked awful. I mean, he was late on throws, didn't look comfortable. He's going to have to improve a lot if he's going to be the starter. Luke Altmaier looked terrible in the bowl game, but he looked good in the spring game. I know it's vanilla offense, but in a new offensive coordinator, but I thought he looked much better. So let's see how that develops. What I do love, though, is their running backs. They might have the best 2 running backs in the country, the 1-2 punch. Transfer running back Zachary Evans from TCU. This guy gained over 1,000 yards. And SMU's Ulysses Bentley. Ulysses Bentley is a little smaller, but he's more of the home run hitter. So those 2 guys together are scary good. I think it's a huge upgrade over last year. So if I was smart, they run the ball a lot more than last year, especially because their quarterback isn't as mobile as last year. But the receivers are decent. Holdover, Jonathan Mingo, probably their number 1 guy. They also got in 2 transfers. That's going to be the transfer portal for Ole Miss, it looks like, for the next couple of years. They got Jordan Watkins from Louisville, Jalen Robinson, late addition from Central Florida. They should be solid there. And the offensive line should be pretty decent. Where I think they could have some unevenness and some problems is 2 new coordinators. I mean, Charlie Weiss Jr. takes over. He was at USF, and before that he was at FAU. I think he's good, but might take 3-4 games to get going. Maurice Crum, who had played at Notre Dame, most recently defensive coordinator at Western Kentucky, he takes over as a defensive coordinator. And I thought they did a really good job last year maximizing what talent they had on defense. They gave up a lot of yards between the 20s, but only gave up 24.7 points per game. So I know they brought in a bunch of transfers, just don't see many difference makers here on the defensive line, linebacker position, or in the secondary. So I see them winning 7-8 games. I'm going to probably watch Jackson Dart if he starts that first game, see how he looks in that game against Troy, probably determine the fate of this team. So I think the problem being they just don't have as good a quarterback play, and the defense probably won't be able to live up to last year's expectations. Could be down maybe a notch or 2. They'll get to a bowl. At worst, they'll win 6 games, probably win about 7 games. Everything goes right, 8 games, but not quite at the level they were last year than when they went to a January 1st bowl. So Ole Miss is going to be in the mix, but they're not. I don't think they're right there or even close to Alabama and Texas A&M. Ole Miss 7, maybe 8 wins again this year. You want to hop on board? Always check out our website. We've had 27 winning seasons. ParamountSports.com, or call 800-400-9741.